Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Yuzan Aditya Putra Darmawan, and today I'm going to explain about how to give a presentation in English based on a video by Oxford Online English on YouTube. Here is the link to the source I used for this material. Imagine this scenario. You have to present in English tomorrow. How would you feel? Nervous? Confused? Unsure? This lesson will help you gain confidence by covering four main points. The first one is how to introduce yourself and your topic. The second one is organizing your ideas. The third one is handling problems during the presentation. And the fourth one is respond to questions from audience members. Let's begin with introducing yourself. Why introduce yourself? Because some people in the audience may not know who you are, so you must introduce yourself. In formal setting, you could say, "Good morning, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Simon, and I work in the marketing department." Or for informal setting, you could say, "Hi guys, if you don't know me, I'm Sylvia, and I work in digital marketing." Next, let's talk about introducing your topic. If your topic is simple, you could say, "Today, I'm going to be talking about our new HR policies and how they affect you." And if your topic is more complex, you could say, "I'll begin by outlining the policies, and then I'll go on to highlight what they mean for you and your working habits. Finally, I'll briefly discuss why we feel these new policies are necessary and beneficial for us all." Or you could also use templates like, "I'll begin by, then I'll, finally I'll." Or you could also use, "First of all, I'll continue by, to finish." Next, let's talk about how to get your audience attention. There is three ways to do it. The first one is start with the problem the audience relate to, like, have you ever felt unappreciated at work? The second one is use interesting facts or statistics, like, the average office worker spend 8 hours a day at work but only 4 hours doing productive work. The third one is tell a personal story, like, example about a stressed salesperson who failed to close a deal due to lack of confidence. Let's move to organizing information. There's a quote by Dale Carnegie. "Tell the audience what you're going to say it, then tell them what you said." This means your presentation should not just give information, but also guide the listener to your ideas clearly. Think of it like a website. If the site has great info but poor organization, people leave. The same goes for presentation. Structure matters. To guide your audience, use signposting language. Here are some signposting language that you can use. For moving forward, you can use "next I'd like to talk about" or "let's move on and discuss." For adding detail, you can use "let me go into more detail" or "I'd like to elaborate on." For summarizing or concluding, you can use "to wrap up" or "let's review the key point," or you can also use "what conclusion can you take away?" During a presentation, you might forget a word or point, miss a detail, or get a difficult question. To handle that problem, you must prepare cue cards with key ideas, keep talking, and don't freeze. Here are some useful phrases that you can use to handle problem during your presentation. For forgetting or losing track, you can use "where was I?" or "what was I saying?" Or you can also use "what's the word in English again?" For refreshing or clarifying, you can use "let me rephrase that," or "actually, what I mean to say is." And for adding a missed point, you can use "let me just add one more thing," or "I'd like to return to an earlier point." Next, what if someone asks a hard question and you don't know the answer? Use the 3D technique. The first one is delay. You can use "we'll address that at the end of the session," or "I'll get back to you later this week." The second one is deflect. You can use "that's an interesting question. What's your take on it?" or "what does everyone else think?" And the third one is dismiss politely. You can use "thanks for your input, but I don't see how that connects to today's topic," or "I don't mean to be blunt, but that's not relevant." And last, there is final tips to make presenting in English easier. Practice the useful phrase and presentation structure. Use quick signposting language. Be prepared for unexpected problems. Keep your audience engaged, earn their attention. Remember, confidence is more important than perfection. In the end, a great presentation isn't about being perfect. It's about being clear, structured, and confident. That's all that I have to explain. Thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.